So we got a situation. Now, according to this, on November 25th, 2023, an officer arrested a woman for refusing to leave a football game when asked. Let's get to it.
On November 25th, 2023, an officer arrested a woman for refusing to leave a football game when asked.
Okay, so what are you doing? Why am I arrested?
Because you weren't listening.
So I'm arrested for not listening?
Yes.
I'm about to lose my whole nursing license for not listening. Not because I
I
caused
told you to
any
back
harm.
off and not touch me anymore.
Based off of what somebody else told you. I haven't fought anyone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I fought you.
That would be resisting with violence.
I fought you with violence?
No, I said that would be resisting with violence. That's a different charge.
That's crazy. Like, you come from the same place I come from. What are you from? Puerto Rico?
I'm from here. I was born in Gainesville.
But are you Puerto Rican?
Yeah, my dad's from Puerto.
In the words of my grandma, what that got to do with the price of tea in China? I know I took a lot of y'all back with that saying, and I don't even know why they said that, where they got that saying from. You know what I'm saying? But what does that have to do with anything? If we were from the same place, so what? And then you had the nerve to do this at my favorite college team stadium, the Gators. You did this in the swamp? Come on, man. You can't do that. And it looks like the Florida State-Florida game. Oh, my gosh, bro. Come on, you got to chill.
Puerto Rico.
Okay, that's crazy. There's no way that you're religious at all.
I'm going to take you out of cuffs so you can sign this, okay? Can you sign it for me?
Can you please explain to me what I'm signing?
Yes, of course. This is a court date right here. This is a court date I want you to
12/11/23.
at 1:30 p.m.
Okay.
All right? And it's going to be for an appearance for this charge, obstruction of law enforcement.
Okay, can you explain to me what that means?
So basically, I was giving you a lawful order after I was told by one of the staff members they wanted you ejected from the game. After me explaining it to you, you refused
You never
to...
explained it to me.
I did explain it to you.
You never explained to me why I was being ejected from the game.
I did.
You told me that someone made a report, but you never had that conversation with me as to what the report was. I never had a conversation or altercation, physical nor verbal, with anyone that was involved in the game.
Okay. Do you want me to finish?
So what is the issue? I need to know what I'm signing.
Okay, I just explained to you, you are agreeing to come to that court date.
Okay, I'm agreeing to come to the court date, but I'm not agreeing to having an altercation with you, nor anyone else.
Again,
You ain't gotta agree. if you're gonna choose to be to plead your case, you're gonna have to do that in court. That's what I was always under the impression. Like, this ain't the time to go back and forth. No, you have your day, and that's why they say it like that. You have your day in court, so that's your time, and whoever you get as your lawyer for y'all to go back and forth with, and for you to dispute whatever happened or what went down based upon whatever he said or the body cam footage or anything like that. That's what I was always under the impression of. So you going back and forth with the officer don't change anything. That's like somebody signing a write-up at work. You know, you signing saying you, and basically saying I gave this to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the same thing. You not signing, cool. You still, it still is what it is on paper, whether you sign it or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know. Maybe or maybe I have the wrong impression of that or interpretation. So y'all let me know.
There was never an altercation, nor verbal, nor physical.
This is a charge, not a conviction. I'm not saying you are admitting guilt to this. This is just you agreeing to come to this court date. That's all you're signing it for. This isn't you saying, I agree I did this thing.
No, but I don't agree. You never had this conversation with me. You literally just arrested me because of what somebody told you. There was never a physical nor verbal altercation.
There doesn't have to be. What he's charging you is resisting without violence, right? Officer Bilal. Resisting without violence?
Yeah, obstruction of me trying to get her out of there, bro. Yeah, resisting.
So you probably just need to add that in there. Resisting without violence.
There
What
was
that
never an
means is-
altercation. He just
There
came up to
doesn't
me
be an
and arrested
altercation.
me.
If he tells you
It
to do
has to
something
be
and
because
you
I
don't
worked.
do it,
I worked so hard to obtain my nursing license, and I'm not about to lose it because of what some. I don't even know who reported me.
just getting a notice to appear in court. And
It's
you can
a big
tell
deal
all
for
of this
me.
information to a judge.
It's a big deal for me.
Now I get why she's upset. This obviously is gonna affect her either employment status or a job or nursing program or whatever she's in. This is why she's, you know what I mean, feeling the same type of way. But he's telling you it's nothing he can do. You gotta appear in court, and this is where you're gonna have to fight your battle at. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so again, like, you're not listening to what they're saying. Kind of like what he was saying at the beginning. You're not listening.
I understand. I'm not saying that it's not. I'm trying to help explain because you
It's
didn't
a
seem like
football
you wanted
game. I
to
don't
listen
care
to
about
me.
this. And he's not about to charge me for something that I didn't do. I didn't fight you.
But do you
I
know
didn't
what he's
fight
charging
anybody
you with
around
doing?
me.
He's not charging you with fighting. Do you understand what he's charging you with?
Violence.
No.
Something about violence.
Without violence. So nothing about violence. Let him explain it and just be quiet and listen to what he's saying. He'll explain it all
We're
to
the
you.
same people, bro.
That doesn't have anything to do
Black
with
and Puerto Rican is the same
that,
thing.
that doesn't have anything to do with it, nor
It has
should it.
everything to do with it.
Okay, let him explain. Are you gonna let him explain?
You can't explain because you don't understand where I'm coming from. This has everything to do with it.
Okay, let him explain.
Okay.
You're not.
See, ladies, this is what we be trying to tell y'all when we be trying to explain stuff to y'all and we say y'all not listening to us. This is what we be saying, ladies. Y'all be going in and we be like, that's not what we said, sweetie. It's not what we said, sweetheart. And then y'all cut us off and keep going and going and going. Now, that's not what we said. That is not what we said. Like, this is a perfect mirror reflection of how fellas be trying to say something and then y'all take it totally different. And then you be going off and we be like, that's not what we were saying. that's not. Huh? This on up, ladies. This is y'all. I'm just playing.
Me and you're not him, so you don't understand.
I'm trying.
And I'm not about to lose my whole life over
Are you gonna let?
a report. And that's crazy that you don't get that.
Do you want me
That's crazy. And I hope you don't believe in God.
to? All right. You brought God to this multiple times. Are you going to sign this, agreeing to come to this court date?
Not until you add without violence.
It's right there. RWOV, without violence.
Okay, because I studied nursing, not criminal justice.
Instant migraine. Oh, instant migraine, bro. Somebody, Tulia says he said it says without violence. Somebody get her a Q-tip. Please get her a Q-tip. She is definitely not listening.
The DEF, what's DEF?
Defendant.
I'm the defendant.
Yeah.
Refuse to leave the section. And Leo, which is you.
Yes.
Then you had to forcefully remove me from the above location.
Yes.
So that means we fought? What does that mean?
No.
What
It
does
means he
that
had to
mean?
put you in handcuffs to get you out of there and come with him.
Because I'm asking for an explanation when I haven't had a fight or argument with anybody around
Nobody
me.
is saying that you did.
So what is this saying?
It's saying that he told you to leave
Listen,
and you
Miss
refused
Hayes.
to leave.
I haven't had an argument or a fight with anybody around me at all.
I've heard you say that
And
several
he
times.
walks up to me and tells me that I have to leave. Why? You don't think I deserve an explanation?
You give her the explanation now if she's willing to listen. Are you willing
I've
to listen?
explained-
I'm willing to listen because this is my life.
Okay.
But you don't get to walk up to me when I haven't had a...
You gotta stop talking to the. I'm getting frustrated. This is why I can't do this job. I'm getting frustrated. You got to hush to. 2 ears, 1 mouth. 2 ears, 1 mouth. All you gotta do is close one thing and use these 2 right here and he'll explain it to you. They've said that so many times. But as soon as they get ready to explain it, you go back into this long, drawn-out soliloquy. You've got to chill. Oh, woosah, woosah. Remember your pressure points. Remember your pressure points.
A fight, verbal nor physical, with anybody, and you arrest me.
Do you want to listen?
You don't think that's a big deal? Honestly, do you think that's a big deal?
I'm telling you, I didn't tell you it wasn't a big deal.
Okay.
I told you it didn't have anything to do with violence.
So this is what I explained to you before, and I'll explain it to you once again.
You haven't explained anything to me. You're doing it for this camera right here. I'm a correctional nurse, so I know to pay attention to my surroundings. You walked up and tried to arrest me because of what people told you. But I haven't had a fight nor argument with anybody tonight.
We're about to get 1 and 2. You got
Yeah.
You don't care, and you don't care because you're not me, and you don't have kids that look like me. But you're the same person as me.
And you still won't listen to me.
You're Puerto Rican, which is basically black. What's the problem?
Nobody's trying to bring race into this, okay?
It doesn't matter. You're charging me. This is my life. Because of what people told
You
him.
keep telling me that you're gonna let him explain, but you're not letting him explain. You keep talking.
I get to tell my story, Ms.
You
Hayes.
can tell your story to the
Sergeant,
judge.
you don't understand it. And
I'm
I
gonna break
can
it down for you
express
now.
myself.
Here's where we're
I don't
going.
want to hear it.
You
La,
can
la,
sign
la, la.
this. If you
What do you
don't
have
sign
to
this,
say?
you get transported to the jail and you get booked in
Right
at
now,
the jail.
I'm trying to help you get to your family and leave with them tonight. That's what I'm doing with this. The alternative is I take you straight to the jail from here.
What is the problem that you're charging me with tonight?
I've explained it.
I think she want to go to jail. I mean, at this point, maybe that's where you feel comfortable. You're a nurse at a corrections. Maybe you want to go to the jail and be the nurse there. I don't know. But at this point, you about to make a situation that doesn't seem like it could be bad according to you, but it sounds like to me you about to make it 10 times worse. To where then you're going to have to bond out. Like, why even do that for something that probably with a good attorney probably never hit your record? Like, you about to make this worse. And you know what? I'm starting not to feel bad for you because you said, I don't care nothing about this game. You showing your behind at the Florida Gators, home of Tim Tebow, huh? Percy Harvin, huh? Like, are you kidding me right now?
To you
You
multiple
haven't.
times.
You haven't, and you're saying it for the camera. But what am I being charged for?
So I came up there.
130 pounds. What is the threat?
I explained to you. You were being
You
ejected.
never did.
Okay. I can't even explain to you now. Are you gonna sign this?
No,
Okay.
until you explain to me what's going on. I don't want to go to jail at all.
Okay.
I'll tell you and you that. Straight up, I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to lose my nursing license. I don't want to lose everything I worked for.
Well, you're making it very difficult for me not to take you to jail.
How?
Because I've tried to
I'm
explain
not
to
being
you.
violent.
It doesn't matter right
What
now.
is the problem? You're going off of what people told you, and that's what I have a problem with. You're going off of what people told you instead of asking me, hey, what's the problem? I'm a correctional nurse. I deal with psychology. I deal with
understand
mental
that
health.
You want to know what's going on.
You deal with psychology or you're a patient? 'Cause you seem like a prime candidate to be a patient for some psychologist to deal with. You know what I mean? Not me. I wouldn't want. You can't get a word in edgewise at this point. I want to speak to the boyfriend or whoever's with her. Be like, yo, she always like this? Like, how do y'all even speak? Is she always like this? Do y'all have to turn the radio up on the way home to drown her out? Gotta be. Like, your ears constantly bleed, don't they, bro?
But in order for you to know what's going on, you've got to stop
I
talking.
don't get to lose
You gotta
everything
stop talking
over
and
what
listen.
people
And you're not
that I don't
listening.
even know
You're
who
not listening. You're still talking.
told him
You're not
something.
listening.
I can fight for me.
There's nothing to fight about right now.
Yes, there is.
What
This
there
is
is to do is to listen. Like, this is not going away, okay? This is happening. All right. The alternative to this is physically being arrested and taken out to the jail. Okay. I understand that you want to defend yourself, and that's fine. You can do that in front of the judge at this court date. That's what this is for. So those are the choices. This, or go back into the handcuffs, get in his car with him, and take a ride out to the jail and spend the night in the jail. And I know that you don't want to do that. This allows you to go home with your family.
Well, right now you're not agreeing to sign this. The alternative is for me
I need
to
you
take
to
the
stop.
jail.
What are you gonna gain from it though?
She has
We're
it.
the
She's-
same person.
She's
Can you step out for a second?
no, but she'll be out in just a minute. We're trying to get her to sign something so that we can let her go with you. Otherwise, she's gonna have to go to the jail. She's just not listening and not cooperating.
Because he's lying.
Okay,
He's lying.
thank you.
So we're the same person, bro, and this is what you're willing to do to impress her.
I do not want to be here.
I want to see the footage now. I want to see the footage. Cause maybe there's something to it. Let's entertain and see why she's going so hard, extremely hard. I want to see the footage. All we saw was the little clip at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? But even if that's gonna be the case, you're still gonna have to dispute it in front of the judge. So be like, all right, cool. Your body cam was recording. That's gonna be my proof to prove my point that I did nothing wrong. Period. Like, so even if she's in the right, she gotta handle it the right way. Get your attorney and go to war for yourself. I'm never not telling anybody to go to war. Go to war for yourself.
I do not want to be here right now.
Are you gonna sign?
Who reported me for what? Is what I want to
The
know.
people that manage the stadium.
Who? I haven't had a fight
Events.
or an argument with anybody.
Listen, this is how it works. You don't have to have a fight. It's just like when you go into somebody's business, right? You go in Walmart and you upset somebody in Walmart and they say, we don't want you in here anymore. You're
Not doing
trespassing.
what?
And then it doesn't matter. You don't have to do anything, right? Walmart can just not like the way that you're interacting with people or whatever. And they say, hey, we call the police. We want her out, okay? And so that's what we're doing. We're just acting as the stadium's security today. And we're saying, you need to get out. And you wouldn't go when he first asked you. So
Because
now
I need an explanation. What did I do?
I explained to you already.
No, you haven't.
I
You
haven't.
haven't had a conversation with me until Miss Hayes, the sergeant. You haven't had a conversation with me at all, and you know that.
I know I've
And
had a
I
conversation.
hope you don't believe in God, bro.
Why do you keep on bringing that into this?
Because God is a big deal.
Okay.
And you haven't had a conversation with me at all.
Okay. Are you gonna let me tell you?
And you're willing
don't do
to
that.
ruin my entire life.
Look, this is the same thing that happened before. I
Don't
told you to
touch
back
me.
away.
Don't touch me.
All right, man. I hate to see it, but she's about to end up going to jail, bro. And you don't want to see that, especially when she could have prevented it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate to see this, bro. She about to end up going to jail.
you ready to sign?
No, I'm not ready to sign. I'm not ready to sign my life away.
You're not signing your life away. You're just signing saying that you've received this piece of paper and you're going to show up in court. That's all you're signing. You're not admitting guilt or anything like that. Okay? You're just saying, yes, you will show up in court on this day. Okay?
No, it's not okay. I just need to get a half a minute
To do what?
to process this.
Yeah, but you read it already.
He's not being honest in front of this camera. I can't sign my life away.
If you don't sign it, you understand you're going to the jail? I already told you, this isn't admitting guilt.
He's just gonna prove a point. And it's like, for what?
Are you going to sign?
Just have a minute.
You've had several. We have other things to do, and your family's outside waiting on you.
What? Football? I don't give a about football. I'm here because my mom loves football.
The game's over.
I
Your
don't
family's ready to
care. And he doesn't even have the audacity to be honest. You're the same person as me. You're Puerto Rican. You're brown. And you're trying to make me lose everything for what? To prove a point to Miss Sergeant Hayes? They don't care about you when the tables turn. I hope you know that.
I do. Yeah.
And you had to forcefully remove me how?
By putting handcuffs on you.
Handcuffs, and that's it. Did I fight you? Did I argue with you? Did I do anything
No.
to you? No. Miss Hayes, Sergeant Hayes, I hope you understand.
I do understand. I need you to sign this, or we're getting ready to put you back in handcuffs and take you to the jail.
I'm not going
Your
to
family's not gonna be
3333.
happy. You will if you don't sign this.
I'm not going there.
Okay, then let's sign this right now. Let's
I'm
get
not
it done.
losing everything that I've worked for, Miss Hayes.
You're about to. If you don't sign this piece of paper and show up in court, that's all we need is a signature and a fingerprint from you, and you are on your way with your family. You can talk to the judge about all of that.
I can't lose everything that I've.
Why is that boxer like I've literally started like blocking her out at this point. I'm looking at the Chick-fil-A box, bro. I done got hungry for some chick. Anybody else got like when the last time y'all had Chick-fil-A? Because that's what I'm thinking about now. Because she's going to jail. Like I've moved. Like she is literally going to jail so much so that I've stopped thinking about it and I'm literally looking at the Chick-fil-A box, bro. I think after this I'm heading to Chick-fil-A.
Come on. Here, you got to sign right here. Sign your name, and we'll put your fingerprint on it, and you'll go.
You don't care because you're not in my shoes, but I can't lose everything that I work for.
Because I need to get another unit here before I transport her with the family.
For what?
I'll have to get another unit here before I walk out there with the family.
Yeah.
I can't lose everything that I've worked for. I can't go through everything. I can't go through it again. And you don't understand that because you're not me.
You accept this or you go to jail. Those are your only two choices.
So if you have any type of interaction with law enforcement and you work at a correctional facility, does that mean you're pretty much automatically terminated? Does anybody know? Anybody a correctional officer or work at a correctional facility know that? Because that has to be it for her to respond the way that she's responding, because she must know that automatically she's gone. Gotta be. That's the only thing that makes logical sense to me.
That I did this.
You signing this is not saying that you did it. I've already explained that to you. It's just a promise to show up and tell the judge your side of the story. Okay. No, she's almost refusing to sign the NPA, so we might have to take her out to the jail because she's not signing it.
I can't go back to 3333. I'm telling you, I can't do it.
Right now, we're just trying to have you sign this, so
All
all
right,
you...
he's going to get somebody to fill your spot, so you got to take her to jail.
No.
Listen, this is it. You sign this right now, or you're going back in the handcuffs, you're going to the jail. That's it. This is it. The spin needs to be picked up within 10 seconds. Sign this, or you're going to go to the jail. Okay, well then you're going back to the jail.
I can't go to 3333.
You have to. That's the only choice.
Let me sign it.
We just spent 10 minutes trying to let you sign it.
Because I need to understand.
Listen, you're not your chance. Nope.
I can't go to 3333. I swear.
Well, we gave you the chance not to.
I can't do it. Please let me. I'll just sign it, Miss Hayes.
Listen, we stood here for 20 minutes with you trying to get you to sign it.
Sergeant,
You're ready.
Yeah.
I deserve an explanation.
We gave you an explanation.
Can I please?
Which copy do you want? See that you have all our information, or do you want any of these copies?
I would just toss it at that point.
Well, I'm gonna have to void it, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
I don't need any of that.
Can I please
need it.
sign
Maybe just give me the top
I don't
one.
want to. Bro, I worked it.
Yeah, as long as you destroy it.
Yeah.
And this joker got the nerve to pull out the Chick-fil-A sandwich in front of my face. Like, the disrespect right now. I wouldn't sign it either right now after what he just did. let me chill.
I can't.
Hey, can one of you, are y'all headed somewhere? Or maybe Freddie, can you walk out with him? Her family's right outside the door.
I know.
She's talked herself into going to jail now, so.
Oh,
How? Can I please sign it?
No, we
Where
did
you
this
need to
for
go?
30 minutes.
I'm parked at Second Ave. And
where's the jail then? All right, you're gonna actually drive her.
yeah, they were able to fill my spot, so I'm just gonna transfer.
Second Avenue.
And,
Oh, where we are parked.
yeah.
Come
You
on.
just don't
Can you walk
care.
with him?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, come on.
Can I please
$25
sign it?
Nope, we gave you like 10, 15 minutes at this point.
I went a year.
We were in there for 15, 20 minutes. That's what was taking so long.
Just walk. Walk.
Yeah, man, that's frustrating to see. You know what I mean? Super frustrating. I get what she was going through, bro. But I was always under the impression, the way you got to do it, even your lawyer going to tell you to be quiet till I arrive, and then we going to fight it in court. We going to do such and such. You always hear that part. You know what I mean? And I get it with your job situation. And plus, we didn't get to see the tape to say he was wrong or she was wrong. Nobody saw it. All we saw was the little clip, and that wasn't enough for us to go off of. So, how do y'all think she handled the situation? Did she handle it right or poorly? How would y'all have handled the situation? I mean, I think it was pretty much common sense at that point, but maybe it wasn't. Y'all be safe though.